Welcome to another edition of Morning Date, when we get to meet with amazing figures from all walks of life. And today I have the great pleasure of sitting down with Professor Lee Dong-young at Hanyang University, who's arranged a unique exhibition and event on Sweden. Welcome to the studio.
Oh, thank you for having me.
It's wonderful to have you here. Please can you say hello to our listeners?
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Dong-young Lee. I have an English name. Call me Danny. It'll be familiar.
Okay. How would you like me to address you?
I think Danny would be easier.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go with that.
Okay.
But in Korean, I will still call you 교수님.
Yeah.
I'm going to switch between the two languages as we go on. But yes, you currently teach at Hanyang University, but you're also part of a project called the Hedge Sweden. So let's start off there. Tell us what that is.
Okay, cool. It's Hey Sweden. Hey
Oh,
Sweden.
sorry.
No, it's alright. Hey Sweden means hello Sweden and also 안녕 Sweden. So I would like to make the title for easily. And then the main theme and the concept of exhibition is understanding Swedish culture and design.
아, 그렇군요. J가 묵음이군요. 그래서
That's right.
Hey Sweden이라고 발음을 하고 쓸 때는 H-E-J Sweden. 이게 스웨덴 말인가 봐요.
Yeah, that's right.
네.
When I visited Sweden, everyone says hey, hey Sweden. It was lovely.
Oh, really? That's a good tip for the next time I go to Sweden.
You can try.
But you just mentioned briefly that this exhibition combines a look at the Swedish culture and also that is done through art. So tell us a bit more about that.
Okay, that's right. I would like to organize the exhibition as a showing the Scandinavian design and also Swedish design is getting popular in Korea.
맞아요. 우리나라에서 뭐 북유럽풍 디자인 이게 몇 년 전부터 대유행을 해서 어떤 분들은 커튼부터 시작해가지고 이불까지 모두 다 북유럽풍으로 이렇게 하시는 분들도 계실 정도로 좋아하시는데 관련성이 있나요? 그 북유럽풍 우리가 알고 있는 그거랑 이제 헤이 스위든의 프로젝트랑 좀 같나요?
Yeah, that's right. So I would like to express the Swedish atmosphere and design, Swedish design into the exhibition. So I tried invite the Swedish design companies such as H&M or Absolute Vodka actually from Sweden as well. So they are focusing on the art and design. So I was working with the companies, and then when you visit the exhibition space, then you could meet their companies and design.
그러니까 북유럽이 스웨덴도 있지만 사실은 핀란드와 노르웨이도 있지만 그 중에서도 교수님은 스웨덴에 초점을 좀 맞추셔서 의류 회사로 우리가 잘 알고 있는 H&M부터 해가지고 뭐 Absolute Vodka 또 양주 좋아하시는 분들 아실 것 같은데요. 네, 여러 가지 지금 스웨덴에서 온 상품들을 가지고 그 aesthetic approach를 좀 갖고 계시는 것 같아요. 그러니까 미적인 측면으로 좀 바라보시는 그런 엑스비션인 것 같은데 왜 이제 스웨덴에 초점을 맞추게 되셨나요?
Because my major and then I studied design and then actually I studied in the UK for a long time and then I visited Sweden one day and then it was I thought in my opinion the European design is similar but it was not. It's completely different and then I would like to again express the nice design into Korean audience.
네, 그러니까 우리가 북유럽풍이다라고 하는 게 어떻게 보면은 좀 큰 의미에서는 새 나라에서 볼 수 있는 디자인이라고 볼 수 있겠지만 또 면밀히 살펴보면은 각각의 차이점이 있겠죠. 이건 마치 유럽 사람이나 미국 사람이 한 중일이 하나로 묶어놓는 것과 비슷한 게 아닌가 그런 생각이 듭니다. 살펴보면은 다 각각의 차이점이 있는데 그래서 그 중에서도 we're looking at Sweden with the Hey Sweden exhibition and it's taking place here in Goyang, right?
Yes, in Goran Aramnuri Gallery.
Wow. So for those of our listeners who are maybe tuning in this region, it would be great to go and take a visit.
Yeah, I strongly recommend to visit there if it is possible. It's now very popular from visitors.
Right. And let's look at things from the other perspective. How is Korea perceived in Sweden?
Well, yes, that's a good point. So I had like Swedish student, and also when I visited Sweden, I had a conversation with some peoples, and then asked them about like Korean design.
Yes.
And then they
Is it a thing? I mean, do they know what Korean design is?
not really,
Okay.
unfortunately. Like they don't know exactly what is the Korean design, or like they don't know about Korean designers. But they could told me like Korean design is more like IT and industry based design, so using like high technologies.
Right, because that is one of the first things that pops up when you think of Korea, you know, IT and high tech.
And so
Yes,
there is
please.
like another like mentions comment from Swedish people, and say BTS is now very popular
Right.
all over the world, and then they thought entertainment design is represent Korean design as well.
Right. 그러니까 한국 하면은 K-pop, 한류 열풍을 많이들 스웨덴에서 떠올리시는데 한국 디자인 하면 뭐가 떠오르냐? 그러면은 그것을 접목시킨 디자인이 아닐까요? 라는 그런 의견들이 좀 나온 것 같아요.
That's right.
이번 전시는 언제까지 치러지나요?
Yes, the exhibition is running until the end of next month,
Okay.
so 30th of June. So we still have like time to visit there.
So until the end of the month of June, you can go and check this out over in Goyang. We're going to continue with our conversation with Hanyang University Professor Lee Dong-young in just a bit. But first, let's take a song break. Here's Caroline Kruger, You Call It Love. Well, we're back with Morning Date, and today I have Professor Lee Dong-young in the studio with me. He's put together a unique exhibition and event on Sweden. You can go and check that out until the end of the month. And this is not just about art, it's about culture as well. And your background is exactly that. So tell us about how you got into this field, where you studied, what you studied.
Okay, actually, like I studied in the UK, and then I done my bachelor at Buckinghamshire, and then both masters and PhD at Goldsmiths University of London, and then my subject was like exhibition design and interdisciplinary design.
Interdisciplinary design. 조금 생소한데요. 우리가 디자인 생각하면 그냥 탁 떠오르는 건 뭐 시각 디자인. 저는 그렇습니다. 그 외에는 잘 모르는데요. 저처럼 미술을 잘 모르는 사람들을 위해서 좀 쉽게 한번 설명해 주실 수 있으시겠어요?
Yeah, of course. Like interdisciplinary design is Korean word 융복합 design or 융합 design.
Okay.
It's a kind of design trend nowadays, like in the world. There are lots of like disciplines, as you mentioned about 시각 design, graphic design, industry design, or fashion design. But interdisciplinary design is like combining with lots different sort of disciplines.
Right.
Not only focusing on one discipline, like working with others and also like other like subject fields.
그러니까 융복합 디자인이라고 해서 interdisciplinary design이라고 하면은 여러 다른 요소들을 미술과 함께 보고 공부한다라고 설명을 해주셨어요. 근데 그 중에서도 이제 스웨덴을 좀 중점적으로 공부를 하신 건가요?
No, actually.
이번에 이제 이번 전시는 거기에 초점을 맞췄지만 interdisciplinary design 자체를 이제 공부를 하셨고 지금 가르치고 계시고.
Yeah, that's right.
Very interesting. Now I understand this is like a human-centered concept. What does that mean?
Okay, so that's like the different design method, design notions between Korea and Sweden and the UK, I could say. And then the European design is more like focusing on human. That's why like we call it like a human-centered design.
Could you give an example?
Well, say like Samsung and LG, they are focusing on functions, or like nowadays they are using and they are focusing on users and thinking more about people. But previously they are focusing more on aesthetics and the function, I could say.
Okay.
But the European design focusing more on the people like who using the things and
Right.
design.
Okay, but isn't there a difference? You know, sometimes what is convenient to use might not be pretty. So how do you go about those two different, I suppose, spheres?
Well, they both are very important for when designers thinking and consider about making things. But you know, nowadays not like product-centered design.
Right.
We need to think about user-centered design. The other way around. Design is not art, so we need to think about client and users. That's why like we need to swap or change like our mind into the users.
그렇군요. 그러니까 제품 디자인의 경우에는 특히나 이 interdisciplinary 디자인이 좀 적용이 된다라고 좀 그렇게 이해가 되는데요. 그러니까 어차피 결국은 인간이 쓰는 것이기 때문에 이 유저가 그 니즈가 무엇인가를 파악하는 게 좀 중요하고 그 니즈를 알기 위해서는 또 이 사용자의 뭐 문화라든지 배경을 또 알아야 되고 이런 걸 다 살펴보는 게 지금 말씀하신 융복합 디자인인 것 같습니다.
Thank you so much for like summarizing what I'm
잘 하고
talking
있는지
about.
모르겠어요.
Yeah, that's great.
근데 학생들도 이제 가르치시는데 tell us about that teaching experience. What sort of things do you give and take? Because I'm sure, obviously, you must give and teach a lot to the students, but you must also take things back from them too.
Okay,
so tell us
yeah.
about the experience.
That's right. Like as I mentioned about like teaching interdisciplinary design, and then through the teaching interdisciplinary design, there are lots of a chance to learn from students as well. Like a student have different subject, and the student has like different abilities.
Yeah.
So sometimes I really like shocked and surprised from students like student like the way of thinking of design. And also like all of my class is PBL. PBL means like project and problem based learning. So not I just like give them knowledge.
Right.
So we needed to like find the solutions, and we needed to find the solution from the problems or like certain issues.
Right, because it's an interactive process. It's
That's
not
right.
something that you just memorize and then have in your head. Also, there's a concept called edutech, and that's what a lot of your research is focused on. What's edutech?
Okay, edutech is quite easy word, like education
Yeah.
and technologies.
Okay.
So based on technology, like technology is getting developing and change. So we need to follow the technologies and education too. So we don't want to like learn from blackboard, for example, in the past. We need to combine the technologies and new kind of things into education field.
So edutech is like a medium where you teach through technology, is that right?
Exactly.
Okay. And that's perfect because your school that you're teaching at is also well known for its 공대 department.
Oh yeah.
You know, I think there's a bit of a relation there, although you are teaching art, but it's not unrelated, I don't think.
That's right.
And we can't leave out the latest technology, which includes VR, AR. I've been seeing signs here and there of VR exhibitions. So how does that, link to what you do?
Okay, so as I mentioned about like technologies and education, let me give you like a simple and easy example. When we take art class in our school,
Yeah.
and then we used to, I think, go out and draw landscape or buildings, something like that. But nowadays we don't need to go out because using the VR glasses, VR like goggles, and then you could see Eiffel Towers or
Right.
Tower Bridge. So
Who
we
needs
could-
to travel when you have VR goggles?
Exactly, we could draw like everywhere, every
Yeah.
world.
Wow, that's so true. 예전에는 반드시 어떤 장소에 가야지만 그곳을 보고 뭐 풍경화를 그린다든지 아주 기초적인 미술 작업을 할 때 그랬지만 지금은 이제 virtual reality, 그러니까 가상현실 뭐 고글이라든지 이런 걸 활용을 해서 가보지 않아도 세계 반대편에 있는 지역을 양경을 통해서 보고 그리고 또 그림에 더 나아가서 뭔가 더 많은 미적인 뭐 물건이라든지 디자인을 만들 수 있다라는 그런 말씀이신 것 같습니다. This is all very fascinating and I would love to find out more about you, your students and your future. But let's take another song break.
Okay.
It's Paul Young, Every Time You Go Away. We're back with Morning Date and today I have Professor Lee Dong-young who has put together a unique exhibition and event on Sweden. 이동영 교수님은요, 대학 내 연구와 교육 활동뿐만 아니라 10년 이상 매해 국제명성의 런던 디자인 페스티벌에도 참가하시고 직접 전시 프로젝트를 진행하시면서 글로벌 디자인 트렌드를 선도하고 계십니다. Well, tell us about your future plans now.
Oh my God, you make me like a shy.
It's a difficult question, isn't it?
So okay, my future plan is like becoming a good educator as well as like design planner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so my job is like professor. I need to teach
Right.
student.
And any other particular countries or societies that you really want to focus on, like you did with Hey Sweden?
Yeah, that's tricky things because
Yeah.
like I used to study in the UK and then
Yes.
the UK culture and UK design is more familiar to me, but the Swedish design exhibition is kind of my challenge. So I don't say I'm expert of Swedish design of Sweden, but I try my best to express
Right.
the Swedish culture and design through the exhibition.
And is there another country that you might be interested in looking at in the future?
Yes, actually, I before the Swedish exhibition, I've done Belgium
Oh, wow.
exhibition.
Yeah.
So in the future, I would like to do like a Dutch or like a German, other like European countries. I would
Right.
like to collaborate with them. And also, when I visited like Middle Asia, like Dubai, it was completely different world as well. So I would like to do something with Middle Asian
Yes.
people.
Typically, when you prepare for these exhibitions, like the Hey Sweden exhibition, how long do you prepare in advance? Is it months, years?
Actually, like this case is took quite long for 1 year.
Wow.
Yeah, because like I took classes called ICPBL class. That means industry coupled PBL learning.
Yeah.
That means I needed to work with the industries. In this time, the industry was like 고향 문화재단.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
와우. 많은 시간이 좀 할애가 되기 때문에 앞으로 하실 뭐 더치 전시 라든지 중동 지역의 전시에도 시간은 좀 걸리겠지만 또 기대가 상당히 많이 됩니다. Well, as an educator, and you said one of your main goals is to become a better educator.
That's right.
Give us some tips for our future educators or students listening to the show right now.
Ah, okay, that's another like hard.
We like to throw hard questions at our guests.
Yeah, that's right. So I needed to like be careful, but I would like to say my personal motto is do your best and God will do the rest. So I would like to advise to students and our listener to do your best, and then if you have like a great goal, be yourself, and then you could like achieve
Nice.
the dreams
And God will do the rest.
That's right.
네, 진인사 대천명이군요.
네.
열심히 노력하면은 반드시 성공을 할 것이다. 어떻게 보면은 미술을 전공하시는 분들뿐만 아니라 모든 우리 청취자분들에게 또 저에게도 좋은 조언인 것 같습니다. Well, as a professor, you must project a certain image to your students. How would you like to be remembered, let's say, in 10, 20 years from now?
Okay. Oh my God. As I mentioned,
It's never easy looking into the future, but, let's just imagine.
Yeah, so again, I really would like to be like a good educator and coach, not like give like knowledge to student. I would like to give a good facilitator, and then I would like to guide students like a way to become like a good people and professions.
Right. And that would be for the current students, of course, who are taking your courses, and that's how you would like them to see you, or future students even. But what about, let's say, people who are not sure what path they want to go, much younger students and listeners right now. We might have students who are interested in pursuing a career in art, studying art, but they're not quite sure. How would you advise them to choose their path, especially if they want to choose this one, interdisciplinary art?
Yeah, my advice is definitely like try lots of different stuff and also experience lots of different kind of cultures. For example, like eating food from different countries.
That helps with art?
Exactly, because when you eat sushi or
I can
curry,
eat all day.
yeah,
But I'm not an artist, I can tell you that.
right. Then you could learn, table manners
Yeah,
and
sure.
then the ingredients from food, and that actually like shows the culture, I could
Right.
say.
And are there a lot of schools around the world that teach this subject? In England, obviously, you studied that, but can you find courses on interdisciplinary art in other countries around the world as well?
I think so. Yes. Couple of like art and design colleges in New York, say like SVA, or I can't remember the name right now, but most of art and design schools teaches the interdisciplinary design, and also similar notions about post-disciplinary design.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah, that means interdisciplinary is like combining
Yes,
with a
right.
couple of disciplines. Based on that, you need to think about post-disciplinary, so finding and making new stuff from.
그러면 그거는 우리말로 뭐가 되나요? 포스트
초융합
초융합
디자인.
아, 그렇군요. 네, 일단은 혹시 지금 미대를 준비하고 있다든지 미술 전공을 하고 싶은데 뭘 할지 좀 잘 모르겠다 하시는 분들 중에 혹시 이제 융복합 디자인을 생각하시는 분들은 제일 좋은 게 많은 체험을 해라. 다른 나라에 가서 음식도 먹어보고 매너도 배우고 이거 자체가 다 융복합 디자인에 도움이 되는 것들이기 때문에 그래서 이게 나랑 정말 맞는다 라고 생각하면 그 길을 가시면 되겠고 거기에 한 발 나아가서 초융합 디자인까지도 생각해 보시면 좋겠다라는 말씀인 것 같고요. 한편으로는 제가 이렇게 얘기를 들어보니까 이게 비단 예술만의 얘기는 아닌 것 같아요. 이제 저는 이제 언어를 하는 사람으로서 영어도 그렇다고 생각하거든요. 영어는 그냥 의사소통의 어떤 수단이 아니라 그 문화를 알아야 되고 사람을 알아야 되고 그런 면에서는 제가 감히 이런 말을 해도 될지 모르겠지만 교수님과 통하는 부분이 있는 것 같습니다.
네. I'm totally agree with you. Yeah.
Yes. Well, if you'd like to check this exhibition that we talked about and say hi to Professor E, you can do so by going to the Hey Sweden exhibition taking place in Koyang. Well, thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much.
It was very informative and you were a delight. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
자, 그럼 이동현 교수님 보내드리면서요. 노래 한 곡 듣고 오겠습니다. This is Phoebe Cates' Paradise.